record. So I'd like to start off by saying, yay! Thanks for joining me, Marina. I've been really looking forward to spending this time with you. So welcome to Positive Passionate Women in Business.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. I've been like the whole day waiting.
Well, that is very fun. Yeah. So what we're going to do, as you know, is 15 questions in 15 minutes. Right. And just get to know you a little bit more, so that we've already welcomed you into the group of businesswomen that love to grow and learn together. But also now it gives everyone a chance to get to know you a little bit more. So let's get into it. Are you ready for, question number one? Let me just first say that Marina is the owner and founder of Australian Travel Club. So we're going to get to know a little bit more, but hi and welcome, Marina, and thank you. So question number one is, tell me something about yourself that others might be surprised to know about you.
Ooh. Okay, number one, I'm actually a workaholic, but when I was 16, I wanted to be a rich housewife. I never wanted to work a day in my life. I know.
That's amazing. And now you're a workaholic.
I think it's because I love so much what I do, and I found my passion, and therefore that's all I want to do.
Yeah, so clearly it was just about finding that right thing.
Yeah, totally.
Wow. And where did you want to be that rich housewife before you found your passion?
Well, so I grew up in Russia. So I moved to Australia. It was early 92 when, Russia was kind of collapsing. The Soviet Union was collapsing. And, I was brought up in a really sort of, upmarket, I guess, family. So it was kind of part of my upbringing. But I mean, I just love travel. And so when I moved to Australia, actually, I talk about it in my book, which is going to be released soon. My mom literally saw my unorthodox adventurous spirit, put me on a plane and sent me off to Australia to stay out of trouble. So, so I ended up here and I went to university, and I just, that was the beginning.
That's so wonderful. I was in Russia in 1995.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so just after you left, I went there. I was based in England working for a film production company, and we went to St. Petersburg for filming the Formula One World Powerboat Championship on that beautiful river.
Yeah.
And had a week there, and it was magnificent. I just could not believe it. Absolutely. And we were there in the middle of the year, in the middle of white nights. So we left this nightclub at 3 a.m. and it was bright light. It's like, this is crazy. Very exciting indeed. Yeah. So Marina, if there was something in your past that you were able to go back and do differently, what would that be?
Well, I started my business very young. So I was 21, and I don't know, I just followed my heart. I never really listened, and I never really sort of, I guess, mindfully thought or learned how to do things properly, or how to navigate in a business world, or how to even trust sort of people, so it was more go. So I think I would change that and be a bit more mindful of taking time to absorb and I guess listen to my, gut feeling. But then that made me who I am, so yeah.
I totally understand that. I have a bit of that in me too. Just think of an idea, let's just go for it, and boom, we're in it, we're doing it.
Yeah, exactly. I just go, let's dance.
Yeah, I love that. Let's dance. That's beautiful. Okay, so what do you love most about what you do? So this is a great chance for you to tell us what exactly is the Australian Travel Club all about. And you told me earlier that you have an office in Moscow, I think. Yes. So how does that all work?
Well, look, Australian Travel Club is a brand which I've started a long time ago, actually 17 years this year. And I bring Russian tourists to Australia and New Zealand. Okay, that's my, I guess, main business. And what I love is I love creating amazing experiences for people to come and see Australia. Because what I believe is, look, anyone can book a hotel, okay? But not anyone could create an amazing experience so that people go and say, wow. So through my work, I work with travel companies. And I started to help them because I'm also very interested in communication and psychology of selling. And so I started to help my clients, my agents, to, I guess, talk to their clients and see how they could, in a nice way, offer Australia and sell Australia as a destination. And then they said to me, you're so good at mentoring, why don't you start teaching? So I've opened what we call Expert-Wise Travel Academy. And through that, I kind of started to teach my clients how they could get more clients, which is a win-win, because the more clients they get, the more clients I get. So, yeah. And that's how, you know, basically my two passions got married.
That's amazing. And pre-COVID, and obviously it'll happen again, but did that mean that you would travel a lot back to Russia and work over there a lot, or could you literally do the whole thing from here?
Well, it's interesting because I used to travel a lot. And another thing a lot of people don't know about me is I had 6 spinal injuries. So I have a still spine, and for a long time I couldn't walk. So my clients are so amazing. Like, we've got an office in Moscow, but they waited for me, literally. They didn't want me to sell my company or go anywhere. And I only travel now once every couple of years with the, you know, help of technology. We do a lot of training online and stuff. But most of my clients are my friends. And
That's
it's
beautiful.
amazing. It's beautiful. It's amazing. And I love that. So
I just think that's so beautiful. And I think that's a lot of why we do what we do, isn't it? Like, so many of my clients, I just love to bits. I look forward to my sessions with them each week. I look forward to, you know, I like staying in touch, and and I call them friends. Most, I'll say, not all, most.
No, most.
But yeah, it's wonderful, isn't it? I really enjoy that part of owning your own business. It's pretty special. So what do you love least about what you do?
Well, right now, without getting too political, what I don't like is that our industry is not very regulated, in the sense that, you know, we create such amazing experiences for people to come and see Australia and New Zealand. And what I don't understand sometimes, why, I guess, there is no support for us, not just us, it's also obviously entertainment industry been hit a lot, and hospitality, that government doesn't help us or support at that difficult time. Because at the end of the day, we are the people who advocate for Australia and New Zealand. We are the people who go and scream, please come to Australia, please see how amazing it is. And it really upsets me. And I've been involved in a lot of, you know, industry Zoom meetings and things, and people that I've known for years, like, you know, the big guys of the industry, you know, struggling and suffering. And that's actually one of the reasons why I created another project, which I call Purposeful Travel. And as part of that project, I wanted to get us, well, Australians, to explore our own backyard and start traveling. But not just traveling, getting in a car, because this way we don't give back to communities, but creating journeys and retreats where we combine, say, a theme and a travel. And this way we blend them together, and we support all these little local communities. Like one of the tours we're going to do in South Australia, in Barossa. These people are suffering and struggling. And we don't know about that. So I think we need to go out there and spread the word and kind of, I guess, support each other, because it's a circle. You know, if they don't make money, they don't spend money with us, and you know how it works. So I'm so passionate about it now. I just scream about it at every corner. I'm sorry.
It sounds fantastic, and I'm hearing you, because I agree. Like I was just, one of my clients earlier today has a travel agency, and we were talking about how you know, obviously all international travel here is, you know, completely changed the face of her business, but now her needing to pick it up and go with the local travel. But you know, and tours and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's wonderful that you've even gone to that next level of where are the communities that are struggling, and how can we bring people to those areas and give them a fantastic experience. So good on you, Marina. That's amazing and wonderful.
Yeah, I'm a big
well done
for that. I do a lot of Facebook lives in my groups where I talk about these places. I go there, like Port Stevens, little villages, because we need to get people there. We need to get people to actually see what's happening. You know, it's real.
Yeah. Where do you live, Marina?
I live in Sydney, and I love it. Yeah.
Great. I'm 10 hours north in a tiny little village called Bangalore, which is just west of Byron Bay. So definitely an area that people are moving here in droves lately, since realizing that they could actually work from home and be anywhere. So this area has grown a little bit mad. So yeah, it's all fun and games, isn't it? So Marina, if you weren't doing this and involved in the travel industry, what would you be doing? Other than being a maybe a rich housewife?
Well, I am fascinated by human behavior and psychology, and I'm a big advocate for mental health. And in fact, all the profits from my book go to mental health. My husband is an artist as well, so I sell his artwork, and we kind of support mental health. So I want to continue to do that and give back, because I believe that it's not well acknowledged in Australia. And I would like to, obviously, especially for younger people, I'd like to, you know, give back and educate a bit more on that in any shape or form I can do. And I believe travel is an amazing way to do it as well, because when we travel, our minds open up. And it's actually a great way of healing. And I know that for a fact, because, you know, one of my older daughters, she had a breakdown when she was, you know, at university. It was too much. And when I took her to travel as well, that healed her, you know. It was like, wow. So
that's wonderful. So I'll just let everybody know that as soon as this is over, we'll go and put the details in to the caption, so that they can find you and learn about your book, and even a link there to your husband's art, etc. That'd be wonderful to share that. So Marina, what's been your biggest success in your working life? What do you feel most proud of in your career?
In my working life, well, I guess two things. Balancing being a parent and having a company, because I had my daughter when I was 23 and just started the business. So having balanced all that was amazing but challenging. But also, I was so privileged to work and look after some amazing, you know, high profile clients. And, you know, I can't release their names, but I worked like during APEC and looked after, you know, sort of amazing teams. And I loved actually learning from them as well, because I believe it's a two-way street. I love to give, but I also, like, I'm a sponge. I love learning and looking how they deal with, you know, their clients. And to me, that's just been fascinating.
Wonderful. So, I'm just seeing my next question's just popping into the chat for me to ask you. Who are your dream clients or customers, and what types of jobs do you like doing the most within your business?
Well, I love creating amazing experiences. I love looking outside the box. And what I believe, and this is what I teach my clients and mentorship, is listen to your clients and listen what they want. It's not what you want to offer them, it's what they want, because at the end of the day, it's their time, it's their, I guess, amazing holidays. In my purposeful travel, my ideal clients are people who want to, I guess, meet like-minded people, take small, I guess, shorter breaks and be embraced in Australia and supporting each other, hanging out together, having good food, wine, shopping, and just being together. Because I think, and I always said that, each person needs to travel with their partner, with their kids, with their family, and also by themselves. Because when we travel by ourselves, we are different people, and we need to acknowledge that. And I love it.
I agree. I don't get to do a lot of travel by myself, but earlier this year, before COVID, I was in the States for social media marketing world. And I have to say, I really loved that, being on my own.
Yeah,
It's wonderful.
I know. We need more of that.
It's definitely a different vibe, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So I would, even though this is not one of our official questions, I definitely would love to know, what's your favorite part of Australia to travel to within this country?
Look, I don't even know if I could pick one. I love, well, my name is Marina, that means sea. So I love water. I love all, I guess, water activities. So everything that has a nice beach or calm water, I would go. At the same time, I'm fascinated by the diversity. Like Kimberley is something that I would love to go, because it is mind-blowing. Rainforest, just being around that nature and absorbing that just gives me goosebumps. Yes.
That's beautiful. I love it. Wonderful. So what challenges do you see impacting your industry?
Well, look, at the moment, the whole basically distribution, I guess, sector of the industry is gone, asleep. We don't know. What I guess the most frustrating thing is that there is no clear direction or day where we could go and say, okay, say October next year, green light, so we could plan. None of that. The challenge is a lot of people leaving the industry, and it's very sad because obviously they can't, they need to survive. And a lot of businesses are closing down, which is heartbreaking. People I worked with for, years, they have to close down. And that is the challenge. That is the biggest challenge for the industry. What's next?
Yes, wow. It's such a difficult time for so many, isn't it? It's
absolutely.
So my next question is, obviously I ask the same 15 questions to each person, but this question is not so relevant to you because you've already told me, but I'm going to ask it anyway because there might be something else that you wanted to share, which is, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be, when I was little, I wanted to be a piano teacher.
Not always just a housewife then.
Yeah, well,
a rich housewife.
Every Russian child had to go to music school. And so my piano teacher, she was just so, I don't know, glamorous and pretty. And then my cousin married her, and that was the end of it. So I wanted to do that, but yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. Do you still play the piano now?
No, it turns out I wasn't that good.
So probably good that you moved into a different area for your career. So this is a bit left of field, but if you're an animal, which animal would you like to be?
Oh, look, I'm a dog person, and we just lost our dog 2 months ago. Yeah, she was with us 18 years. So.
Oh, goodness.
Sorry. We loved her to pieces. So yeah, I'm a dog person, definitely. Yeah.
So which breed of dog would you be?
Oh, look, poodle or cavoodle. That's my, yeah, that's my.
Oh, that's wonderful. And if you were a movie character, which one would you be and why?
Oh.
Or which movie would you be in?
Well, I'll probably be in Gone with the Wind, where I'll say, quite frankly, I don't give a damn. Or tomorrow is another day.
I haven't watched that for years. I'm so glad you just said that, because it just made me think, oh, I best watch that again. I've not had the opportunity to do that with my daughter, and we do love a good old movie. So that's wonderful. Thank you. So if you could live anywhere in the world right now, if COVID wasn't happening at all, where would that be?
That's so interesting, because I love Australia, but I'm a European girl at heart, which means that I love museums and culture and stuff. So my ultimate, I guess, idea, when my younger daughter is older, she's 15, I'd like to live 3 months in Europe and the rest in Australia. So that's the plan.
I really, really understand that, because I left New Zealand 26 years ago. But my ultimate dream scenario would be to live at least 3 months in New Zealand every year. And I'd like to escape the Byron summer. It's a little bit much for me, and do those 3 months in New Zealand, or even 6 months in New Zealand would just be perfect. It's hard, isn't it, when you kind of really want to be split between two places? And
well, for me, it's more just my, my daughter, but I was working, my office is my laptop, literally, for the past 15 years. So I work, it's interesting. I actually sold a very expensive tour to a client while I was on the elephant in Bali with my daughter. I was on a mobile phone doing sales.
Oh, that's so good. I love it.
Well, that was funny.
Oh, that's super good. That's a great story. I love that. So this is question number 3. So there's only 2 more after this.
Okay.
But what does being a positive and passionate woman in business mean to you?
Oh, look, you know, when I met you at, my event, and you have this energy, and I'm like, straight away, it just hit me, because this is what it is to me. When people are positive and passionate, like, their energy is contagious, and people just follow them and they love them, and they just, I don't know, this is what it is to me. Like, just positivity and party.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. And so what are you most proud of in your personal life?
Look, my 2 daughters and the relationship I have with them, because I didn't have a very good relationship with my mom. In fact, I only started to speak to her when my older daughter was born. I think it was the Russian and the old parenting. So my wonderful relationship with my daughters, we travel the world together. We're like 3 musketeers, and sometimes they tell me a little bit too much that I want to know, but but I wouldn't change it. That's like the best thing ever.
Oh, I'm hearing you. I have a beautiful relationship with my 17-year-old daughter, and I feel so blessed every day to have that. Have that with her. It's a wonderful thing. I'm lucky that I also have a great relationship with my own mama. So it's a special thing, isn't it? The women in your life, very special.
Totally.
Yes. So what's one tip that you can share of how you stay positive when things are really challenging?
Well, when I've spent 3 months in a hospital, so I was in intensive care, and I thought, if I just not even get up, if I just turn, because I couldn't turn, that would be the biggest achievement. If I just do this. And so I figured that if I just set myself little tiny goals and do them, that's the amazing thing. Don't do, I'm gonna become a billionaire. No, just do little tiny goal and celebrate it. And just, I guess, encourage yourself to be happy for the little things, because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Oh, that is so true. That is a wonderful, wonderful tip, is celebrating the little things. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. That's fantastic. So that was our 15 questions. So thank you, Marina. I'm really, really grateful for you spending that time with me.
Thank you.
And sharing all that about you. That's awesome to hear about your business and about your life and your daughters. It's just wonderful. So it's an absolute pleasure and a privilege to have you in the huddle of positive, passionate women in business. So signing off to everybody, all of the details that you can, so that you can connect with Marina, are in the caption of this post. And you can connect with her on her personal profile, jump into her Facebook groups, etc. So all the links are in there. And I'm Kylie Mowbray. I am the founder of Positive Passionate Women in Business, and it is just a pleasure to be with you today. So thank you, Marina. It's been awesome.
Thank you so much for having me, and looking forward to connecting more. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.